What's going on, guys? Back here with another video from my home office here in Vancouver. You may notice a brand new plant behind me. That's Chester, a recent gift from my girlfriend. Getting into today's content, and this video is about my proposals, the documents I use to sign on new clients for my agency, North Digital. And this is a question I've been asked a lot over the past several months, and really the past years of me uploading videos. Is people ask, can you show me your exact proposal document? Can you show me exactly how you invoice these clients? Now, as a caveat, I personally don't think the way the proposal looks, the software you use for invoicing matters very much, but people do get hung up on this. So I want to just give you guys, show you exactly how this looks. You can copy my text, you can pause the video and make your own proposal and make it look very similar to mine. Please do so. Please go ahead and do that. And it is true that having a nice proposal helps a little bit. So let's jump into my computer screen, and I'm going to show you exactly the proposal I used last year to sign on a new client in Fort Myers, Florida. So looking at my screen here, I've changed the name to Gold Dental Care from the actual name, and I've also changed the doctor's name to Don Joe. Everything else is the same. All I've changed is that information to protect their confidentiality. So first page here is a title page. This is a PDF document. I have it open up in my browser. I actually build these using Adobe InDesign. Microsoft Word is totally fine. When I first got this, I downloaded a theme from Theme Forest, and it was a theme for InDesign, so that's what I ended up going with. And I would also recommend you do check out Theme Forest. We'll have the link somewhere. And Theme Forest is a great way to get cheap templates for this type of thing. I'm pretty sure we paid maybe $30 for this template, which we've used for years now. So, cover page, pretty simple. Just a copy-paste confidentiality statement. The date the proposal was issued. So I sent this out March 13th, 2020. So almost a year and a half ago now. And the date that the proposal is valid to, I always set this just 1 month after the issue date. I find this adds a little bit of urgency, and it makes them feel that this offer isn't necessarily going to be around forever. So page one, this is where I really wanted to impress the client and show him how much I understood the sales call and really customize this to his needs. Now, another thing I'll say is that this document in particular is an example of one of my most in-depth, complex, customized proposals ever. In fact, I think this is the most complex proposal I've ever put together. And the reason I did so is this client has a big budget for ad spend, and he's worked with a lot of agencies in the past, and he hasn't been happy with them. So I think this was a type of a client that would appreciate a more customized, dialed-in proposal, because it's not like he's a novice who's trying out Google Ads for his first time. He's been spending $10,000 a month in ad spend for months on end, going through different agencies. So that's why I really took the time to impress him with this. And other clients, I use the same template, but I would sometimes take out certain pages. So this page here is an example of a page that I think was important for this client. But if I don't feel the client is going to care, I don't always include this custom page one. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. And what we see is that I started out with your business objectives. So when I spoke with this guy on the phone, we talked about 6 different areas of dentistry that he wants to focus on in growing his practice. So general dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, Invisalign, implants, crowns, and family. So something that's always effective is that within any niche, there are sub niches and certain types of clients that your client's going to want more. So as most of you guys know who've been following me, a lot of my clients are in the dentistry niche, and I work with dental offices. Now, within dental offices, there's many different branches. There's cosmetic, family dental, emergency dental, implants, orthodontics, etc. And every dental practice prefers a certain type of dental patient. So in the initial call, I really map that out. Now, in this case, he wants these 6 to be focused on equally. And this is going to be true of other niches as well. You know, if I was working with a chiropractor, he would have clients that come in for back straightening or just routine maintenance, or maybe something with their hips, etc. There'll be different sub niches, and same with e-commerce, same with real estate, same with any niche you choose. There are sub niches and services that each individual client within the bigger niche wants to focus on more, and you want to tease that out of your prospect in the sales call to make them feel really confident you're going to deliver the custom service they want. So another thing with this guy here is that he wanted the campaign launched fast because he's spending around $10,000 a month on ad spend and it's not working. So he's already cut ties with the past agency. He's saying, Sean, we want you to do this. We want you to fix this. And we want you to fix it right away. That's why I put that in there. Also, we want to make sure that the campaign capitalizes on the client's unique strengths. In this case, payment and financing plans and a very modern dental care facility. Now, the next thing I did here is I went into Facebook and Google Ads Manager. So up top, we have Facebook and below we have Google. I put in his address, which I took out for this example, and then I set a radius of 6 to 7 miles. And Facebook tells us that there's 380,000 people within our targeting criteria within this radius, and Google gives us 486,000. And I put that here just to give him some more information on the size of our target audience. So next page here is, again, I don't do this for every client. I did do this for this client, is some competitor research. So what I did was I used the Google Keyword Planner tool and searched in dental related keywords in Fort Myers, Florida. We get some cost per some CPC ranges. So dentist near me is going to cost from $7 to $24. That's pretty expensive. Dental implant is only $3 to $10. So anyways, I just gave him this to show him we've done the research. The next item here is a screenshot of me Googling dentists in his area and showing him what the competitors are running. Now, one thing that I noticed is that these competitors were not driving traffic to specific landing pages. Now, something we do at North Digital that differentiates us is we always drive our paid ads traffic to custom landing pages we've built and are proven to convert, and our landing pages always beat competitors' websites. So when I put this together, I'm showing my prospect that A, we've done research, and B, we see what the competition's doing and we're confident we can beat them. And the reason for that is we're going to do custom landing pages and they're not, and that's compelling. So this is a copy paste flowchart that goes in all of my proposals. It's really quite simple. All it's doing is breaking down the difference between Google and Facebook ads. So Google ads, the prospect searches, Google shows the ad, prospect clicks the ad, prospect calls in to become a patient. Facebook, the prospect is browsing Facebook, prospect sees the ad, and then the rest is the same. I note down here, Google AdWords, this should be changed to Google Ads because AdWords is the old terminology, targets people actively searching for dental services, whereas Facebook ads targets people not yet actively searching for dental services. So really this is probably the fundamental difference between the two platforms. And this is a good way to A, have one page that looks a little bit fancy on the report, and B, just really make it clear the difference between Google and Facebook and why they're both important. So next page is I'm talking about the Google and Facebook campaign setup. Now I'm not going to read through all of this, but basically Google ads, we talk about how we set up the keyword analysis, how we create the ads. Facebook ads, same thing, targeting analysis, creation of the ads, and landing pages. So this is, again, one of the things that makes our agency unique is that we always build custom landing pages for our paid ads clients, and this talks about that. So you can pause this and read through this whole page here. Okay, so this next one talks about what we're going to be doing month over month. So we're doing Google and Facebook ads management, and then this breaks it down further detail. We're doing monthly research and analysis. So this is, competitive research, keyword analysis. This is going to be an evolving process. Now, this is our reputation management system. I have another YouTube video about our reputation management system. I'll link it here. This is something that I sometimes add into the agreement if the client wants it. And I generally do this at no extra charge if they're already signing on for a monthly retainer contract. So it's an easy way to add even more value. And then I talk about what we're doing in the monthly reporting. So basically every month we give them a report that tells them everything. And one thing the clients really, really like is that our reports are, we can drill down details for the calls we generate our clients down to the recording of the call itself. So there's no mystery in the client's eyes about what the ROI is for our services. All right, so that's the first 6 pages. Now let's move on to page 7, the most important one, your return on investment, which is my way of talking about what I'm charging. So first of all, I talk about the goal. Now, we're aiming to generate highly relevant inbound leads, primarily in the form of phone calls for $30 to $40 per lead of ad spend. He wanted to start at $9,000 a month of total ad spend. So at that level, we're going to be generating between 225 and 300 inbound leads per month. Depending on front desk staff, etc., 50 to 80% of these inbound leads should turn into new patients. And this is an optimistic estimate. We have seen clients that have hit this. If they have a dialed in front desk staff, it's possible. Now, the way we break down the investment. So North Digital monthly management fee, this is the money paid to North Digital, my agency, and we're doing $2,000 US a month. I'm throwing in our Google review management system free, regularly $247. I am breaking down their ad spend of $9,000 between Google and Facebook. Now for this client, we're heavily focusing on Google, $8,300 a month on Google, $700 a month on Facebook. And this is basically means Google is responsible for all the cold traffic and Facebook is primarily retargeting. Now, this is what my main framework was in the beginning of 2020. Now, coming into the second half of 2021, I actually generally have these ad spends more evenly split. So if I was to sign on this client today, we would have the ad spend probably be $4,000, I would say $5,000 on Google and $4,000 on Facebook. That's a topic for another video, but this is how I break it all down. So his total monthly cost is $11,000 a month. A few points here. I did offer him a 50% discount for the first 2 months because this was like right when COVID was taking off in the US and there was a ton of uncertainty. So this was something that made him feel safer signing on. And the rest of this is our details, and I'll let you pause that and watch the rest there. So guys, that's the proposal. It takes a while to write the first one, but when it comes to future client, it's easy for me to use this template and just customize it to each client. Now, lately for my clients where I don't think they're going to want to read through a 7-page proposal, these first 2 pages can be taken out. And this page can be taken out too. So sometimes if it's just a simple client that says, hey, I'm ready, let's go, let's just sign on, I'd be like, cool, I'll send you a brief proposal and we'll move forward. It would just be a cover page, the flow chart, and then what our ongoing monthly services are, and then the return on investment. So again, this is an example of my most elaborate proposal. Again, I use Adobe InDesign to edit this, so I'll open that right here. This is it, and it's easy to edit things and move things around. I think this is probably overkill for what I need. This is like a very professional document creation software. I think Google Doc or Microsoft Word would be just fine. All right, guys, so that's the proposal. Now, the next thing I want to go into is how do we charge these clients? What does the invoice look like? How do we take their credit card payments? And we use Stripe. So I'd highly recommend Stripe. I made the mistake at the beginning of my agency of using PayPal, which was a mess. In comparison, Stripe is just so much more streamlined and elegant. And I'm going to show you how I'll do that. Now, I went into the create an invoice dialog within Stripe, and I'm just going to send myself one here. So let's Let's just add an item, monthly management fee, 50% off. So assuming this is the client, assuming I was sending this to the client, not myself, I'll be doing this, $1,000, save. I don't actually have to charge tax because I'm a Canadian business charging a US business, so there's no sales tax in this situation. If I was having a Canadian client, I would need to add tax. With that in mind, I'll pause here to talk for a second in that sometimes I take the client's credit card over the phone, and then I would add their credit card into their payment profile here. So I'll press edit customer information, add additional details, and there should be a place here to add a credit card. Where did it go on me? Here we go. So if I press automatically charge, then I can enter in the client's credit card number here. And that's the best way to do it. I'm on the phone. Hey, what's your credit card number? Cool. Put it in, and I just charge them right here. I'm not going to do that right now. The alternative way, and some clients prefer this, they say, no, send me an invoice. I want to just like pay it when I have the chance, is what I can do is this. So email the invoice to the customer with a direct payment link. So I'll do this now. Hit review, super streamlined. I'm just going to send it. So this invoice is going to get sent to myself. So it shows. Now I'm going to open my email on my other monitor and then pull it up in just a second here. And as you can see, it just automatically displays very nicely. I have the PDF of the email here. So it auto-generates all of this for me. And then if I hit pay this invoice, what I love about Stripe is it also auto-generates a payment page for the client to enter their own credit card details. That is my setup. I send them a PDF proposal, and then I send them this invoice. Now, I've also had the people ask me the question, do I get them to sign this document? Do I need a signature? And my short answer for that is usually I don't bother with a simple dental client because these clients are paying me on a month-over-month basis, and I send them a draft of the agreement. I send them the payment link, so I do get authorization to run their credit card. And because the contract is not long-term, it's less important to get a rock-solid signature from them. That's my personal opinion, definitely not legal advice. I've been fortunate in 5 years of running the agency. I've never had a significantly unhappy client. There's never been a single legal issue. So that's what I'm doing currently. If I move to a place in the future where I'm signing people on for multi-month contracts or more significant or performance-based profit sharing, that type of agreement, then more of a legally sound contract with properly signed through DocuSign might make more sense. But for these dental clients, the way I look at it, if anything ever came up and they asked for a refund or they wanted to stop, I would just give them the refund and stop. It would be, there's no situation where we would have a lot of friction because it's such a cash upfront business. It's month to month. There's really very little risk on either party's side. So that's why I keep it really simple. And yeah, I hope this video has helped you guys. Please take my template, copy it, use it for your own. And yeah, don't make the mistake I did and get involved with PayPal. Use Stripe. It's way better. Trust me. And yeah, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this. If you have any questions, I'll answer them all myself. And until next time, I will see you guys later.